In the high-stakes world of the NFL draft, dreams can turn to nightmares faster than a 4.4 40-yard dash. Imagine being compared to John Elway 1 minute and serving prison time the next. Picture signing a $31 million rookie contract, then getting caught playing flag football while claiming injury. Envision being called the best offensive line prospect ever, only to be found treating defensive ends like a toy. And what about going from Heisman Trophy winner to being banned from an entire professional football league? These aren't Hollywood scripts. They're the real mind-blowing stories of Ryan Leaf, JaMarcus Russell, Tony Mandarich, and Johnny Manziel. 4 men who didn't just fall from grace, they skydived without a parachute. Ryan Leaf, the coin flip catastrophe. Washington State's Ryan Leaf was a college sensation, throwing for 33 touchdowns and averaging 330 yards per game as a junior. The 1998 NFL Draft became the Manning-Leaf sweepstakes, with many scouts favoring Leaf's stronger arm over Manning's safer profile. The Chargers traded up to draft Leaf second overall, signing him to a $31.25 million contract with an $11.25 million signing bonus. Then the largest ever for a rookie. Leaf celebrated by flying to Vegas on the owner's jet, partying all night, and yawning through his first press conference. Talk about foreshadowing. While his first 2 games showed promise, Week 3 was catastrophic. Leaf completed just 1 of 15 passes for 4 yards, with 2 interceptions and 3 lost fumbles. The next day, he was caught on camera cursing out a reporter. By Week 4, after 4 first-half interceptions, Leaf was benched. The nightmare continued when Leaf missed the entire 1999 season with a shoulder injury, only to be caught playing flag football in a park while supposedly unable to practice. In his NFL career, Leaf won just 4 of 25 starts, completing a dismal 48% of his passes with 14 touchdowns against 36 interceptions. His career passer rating? A basement-dwelling 50.0. After football, Leaf's painkiller addiction led to multiple arrests. In 2012, he received a 7-year prison sentence in Montana for burglary and drug possession, serving about 2 years. Today, Leaf has rebuilt his life as a program ambassador for addiction recovery, college football analyst for ESPN, and mental health advocate who uses his spectacular failure as a cautionary tale. JaMarcus Russell, the $60 million mistake. JaMarcus Russell was a physical marvel at LSU, 6 feet 6 inches, 265 pounds, with a cannon arm that had scouts drooling. As a junior, he completed 67.8% of his passes for 3,129 yards and 28 touchdowns, capping his college career with Sugar Bowl MVP honors. The Oakland Raiders made him the #1 overall pick in 2007, despite warnings from then-coach Lane Kiffin, who preferred Calvin Johnson. Russell's downfall began immediately with a contract holdout that lasted into the regular season. He eventually signed a 6-year, $68 million deal with $31.5 million guaranteed. His rookie year was mostly spent on the bench, but when he became the full-time starter in 2008, he showed occasional promise, throwing for 2,423 yards with 13 touchdowns against 8 interceptions. Then came 2009 when Russell's weight ballooned to nearly 300 pounds. His performance tanked as he completed less than 50% of his passes and threw 11 interceptions against just 3 touchdowns. By season's end, he had the lowest stats among all starting quarterbacks in every major category. The Raiders released Russell in 2010 after just 3 seasons. In total, he won only 7 of 25 starts and earned approximately $39.4 million, about $5.2 million per win. 2 months after his release, Russell was arrested for codeine possession, effectively ending any comeback hopes. Today, Russell maintains a low profile. In 2022, he wrote an essay titled "Y'all Don't Know a Damn Thing About JaMarcus Russell," defending himself against the bust label. Unfortunately, legal troubles continue. In June 2024, he was accused of misappropriating a $74,000 donation meant for his high school alma mater's football program. Tony Manderich, the incredible bust. Tony Manderich's Michigan State career created a legend. At 6 feet 6 inches and 330 pounds, He ran a 4.65 40-yard dash and bench pressed 225 pounds 39 times. Numbers that seemed superhuman. Sports Illustrated put him on the cover as the Incredible Bulk, calling him the best offensive line prospect ever. The Packers selected Mandarich second overall in 1989, right between future Hall of Famers Troy Aikman and Barry Sanders. His arrogance was legendary. He challenged Mike Tyson to a fight, called Green Bay a village, and declared, "I am not like other players. I am Tony Mandarich, and they have to understand that." Reality hit hard. After a lengthy holdout, Mandarich played just 9 series his entire rookie season. Though he started every game in 1990 and 1991, he allowed 21 sacks and 36 knockdowns. In one infamous 1991 game, Reggie White threw Mandarich around so often that teammate Mike Golish had to avoid tripping over him as he treated Mandarich like a toy. A concussion in 1992 ended his Packers career after just 3 seasons. While the other top 5 picks in his draft class all reached the Hall of Fame, Manderich became a cautionary tale. In 2008, he finally admitted to using steroids in college and faking a drug test before the Rose Bowl. He also revealed a devastating painkiller addiction during his NFL years. After hitting rock bottom, Mandarich got sober in 1995 and made a surprising comeback with the Indianapolis Colts, starting all 16 games in 1997 before retiring due to injury. Today, he runs a successful photography and media company and has been remarkably candid about his past in his memoir, My Dirty Little Secrets, Steroids, Alcohol, and God. Johnny Manziel. Johnny Football becomes Johnny Freefall. Johnny Football. Manziel exploded onto the national scene at Texas A&M in 2012, becoming the first freshman ever to win the Heisman Trophy. His stats were video game worthy: 3,706 passing yards, 1,410 rushing yards, and 47 total touchdowns. The highlight, leading unranked A&M to a shocking upset of number 1 Alabama, accounting for 345 of the team's 418 yards. But red flags were already waving. Manziel was investigated for selling autographs, kicked out of the Manning Passing Academy, and caught complaining about College Station on social media. Nevertheless, the Cleveland Browns selected him 22nd overall in 2014, hoping his electric playmaking would transform their franchise. Spoiler alert, it didn't. As a rookie, Manziel completed just 18 of 35 passes in limited action, while teammates anonymously called his season a 100% joke. His sophomore campaign showed flashes of potential, including a 372-yard performance against Pittsburgh, but the off-field chaos overshadowed everything. The incidents piled up faster than his touchdown passes. He was pulled over after fighting with his girlfriend in his car, demoted after a video showed him partying during the bye week, and spotted in Vegas the night before the season finale, despite being in concussion protocol. By March 2016, the Browns had seen enough and released him. Manziel's NFL career ended with just 15 games played, a 2-6 record as starter, and a mediocre 74.4 passer rating. Post-NFL, things got worse. He faced domestic violence charges and was suspended for violating the league's substance abuse policy. Comeback attempts in the CFL, AIF, and fan-controlled football all fizzled. In 2018, Manziel revealed a bipolar disorder diagnosis. At 32, he stepped away from football, making occasional reality TV appearances, including Selling Sunset with his ex-wife, and was featured in a 2023 Netflix documentary. Once the biggest name in college football, Manziel now seeks stability away from the spotlight that once defined him. The legacy. These 4 men represent more than $150 million in combined NFL contracts that yielded just 13 wins as primary starters. All were top 22nd picks, with 3 selected in the top 2 overall. Their combined NFL career passer rating of 59.9 would rank among the worst in modern history. But their stories aren't just about wasted talent. They're cautionary tales about the dangers of hype, the pitfalls of fame, and the demons that can derail even the most promising careers. 3 of the 4 battled substance abuse. All 4 struggled with the weight of expectations. Yet there's redemption too. Leaf and Mandarich have rebuilt their lives, using their experiences to help others. Russell and Manziel have found some measure of peace away from the game. They remind us that while draft busts make for entertaining stories, real people exist behind those headlines. People who, like all of us, are more than just their greatest failures. For every Patrick Mahomes or Peyton Manning, there's a Ryan Leaf or JaMarcus Russell. That's what makes the NFL draft equal parts science and lottery, and why we'll keep watching year after year as teams roll the dice on the next generation of prospects, hoping they found a superstar.